3, 2. Apa
1.
nih kok dia posenya kayak gitu? Pose malas.
Bukan pose
Though
malas
it
aja.
appears that you've managed to win over part of the
Oh,
crowd.
Udah mulai.
Testimony
Oh, ya,
doesn't
Bentar,
add up.
aku.
You can be rest assured that I, Farina, the god of justice, will get to the bottom of this
God
matter.
of justice
No
your ass.
detail shall
Aku
escape
sih
me.
udah kesel sama dia ya. Aku malas sih.
Sounds perfect. A
udah
god
kesel sama
must be
dia.
firm.
Arkon dongo.
A god must
Arkondongo,
not allow
anjir.
any detail to slip through the cracks. My
Berikan.
dear citizens, just as the will of a god remains opaque to the understanding of mere mortals, so too
Banyak
is
bacot.
truth unmoved by even
kamu
the
gitu sih, Mel?
strongest of
Udah
wills.
kesel gue tuh. Udah
I
kesel
will
gue
now
tuh.
speak to the defendant.
Mana
honor the
tim
values
Moyo
of
first?
truth,
Mana tim
Justice
Genshin?
and
Mana?
divinity, then you are
Kok lu
compelled to
duluan
provide
sih?
an
Iya, aku
Ya,
nggak
gua
terima.
naipen
account of
lagi.
your actions.
Aku nggak terima. Ada kamu duluan.
Hey,
Pergi.
that's not bad. Now what's next?
Oke.
It's
Gua
so
auto
hard
nge-build
to
gue
predict
naipen
how
sih ini
people
gue.
are going to react. What should I say during the trial tomorrow?
Lady Farina.
Auto nge-build gue
The
naipen
villain.
sih gue.
Nervila,
Nopal.
Abah Nopal.
as the god
Abah
of
Nopal.
justice, it is only
400 tahun kan?
expected that I should remain informed of every trial
Gue
and
auto
make
nge-build
the
gue naipen sih.
necessary
Gue naipen 2 udah
preparations.
E3 deh.
Kalau dia
Is
Abah,
there
kalau
something
si
that you
Zhongli
need?
Zhongli?
If you wish to seek an audience with me, then
enggak,
please
dia
make an
ini
appointment with
fosil.
Sir Intendant
Fosil.
Sharon in advance.
lebih.
Ah, gue sekalian buka
According
Genshin
to
dah
the
langsung.
judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal,
Oh,
the
Wait.
Hydro Archon
wait.
should be punished
Tuh, tuh.
by
Weh.
a death
Weh,
sentence.
dia menangis.
Woi, dia nangis coy.
Dia nangis sih.
Dim.
Dengerin.
Ini
You
pohon
and I
apa?
both know that there may be issues with the primordial sea.
Everyone
Hah?
on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance
Oh,
to
kita
escape.
bisa
As the water
ngakses
levels
ini
rose,
sekarang.
they suddenly disappeared.
Shouldn't gods be all powerful?
What's done is done. Just trust in me. Your Archon.
Oh, ini trailer karakter.
Oh, trailer karakter Farina. Anjir, gue kira apaan cuy.
Pedang.
Ini keseluruhan kayaknya dah.
Mungkin.
The show
Wah, gila, sword dia
Ya.
coy.
Naik air. Dari air.
Dia biasa, dia aktris badut.
echo in song.
Wah, ultinya.
Gila sih, keren. Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Charlotte cuy,
dia
Charlotte
foto
cuy.
musuh, coy. Dia foto musuh coy, dia foto musuh.
Oh, Nahida bintang 4 nih.
Iya, Nahida
Nah, itu
bintang 4.
bintang 4. Nah, itu bintang 4.
Breaking news.
Keren banget. Ultinya.
No, you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange. on the
Navia ngapain?
surface. There's something ominous about it. Well, the water.
No.
The prophecy.
Siapa?
Yes.
Navia.
What has been prophesied will be fulfilled.
Gue belum kelar aja Quest Archon.
Wah, ini bos apa lagi?
Musuh baru nih.
Waduh.
Ya, gue telak lah.
What is the
Gila, bosnya.
Ini belum selesai apa,
Presented yourself to be.
No more excuses.
Why should we acknowledge it?
Why did you deceive us?
Applaud and rejoice.
We're just a
Wow.
This isn't right.
Wow.
The trial of the Hydro
Oh, ya.
Seem to remember
Lord will now
Lah, gue nge-lag. Shit.
Aduh.
I now understand the true purpose behind this position.
Wah, the villain cuy.
You
Wah, paus.
devious one, Fusilor.
Everyone. Papa, what should I do?
Ini gede banget, Cuk.
Itu bos.
The prophecy
Bos
that you've been
weekly.
getting should
Iya,
not
weekly
be
katanya.
explained.
Part 5. Ini yang part 5.
Ih, anjir siapa tadi?
Ini siapa?
Tadi siapa?
Itu
I
siapa?
suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you. All
Oh.
will eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial.
Beneran tenggelam.
Farewell.
Tenggelam.
Beneran tenggelam.
Enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Oh my god.
Anjir
Nah,
geli,
bakal
geli
makin
banget, ngeri,
parah.
ngeri, ngeri, ngeri.
Ngeri.
Cuy.
Ah,
Dah, kode,
Kode.
kode.
Aduh, gue lupa buka Genshin gue.
PA
Iya, kode
9
Genshin.
7K DN F24 UV.
Nitip dan.
Ini gue kirim ke
Gua masukin
Discord.
Genshin abis ini.
Tuh Discord.
Wah, kayaknya yang tadi rambut putih itu Arkon aslinya deh, percaya nggak?
Enggak, kayaknya Arkon sebelum Furina kalau bener.
Iya, Arkon sebelum film, maksudnya Arkon ya aslinya.
Tapi kok
awalnya.
tumben si ini apa namanya? Si apa namanya? Genshin niat bikin karakter baru demi untuk memperkuat story.
Ya
Ya,
kan
ya,
emang
gitu.
begitu.
Emang
Ya,
begitu.
lu ngapa sih? Emang begitu. Kalau lu ngitin dari Sumeru terus Fonten tuh apa? Karakter baru juga kan?
Bukan.
Taruh
sabar. Aku lagi ngetik.
Hey travelers, welcome to the Genshin Impact.
Kalian sadar gak sih?
Wah, lumin coy.
Kalian sadar gak sih? Tadi kan si ini ya, si Kelis ya, yang laki. Cewek cuy.
Ini cewek. Oh, sengaja nih emang direncanain nih.
Emang
Okay, why
direncanakan.
don't you introduce yourselves? All right,
Hehehe.
yeah, sounds good. I'll
Ye,
start.
gantian.
I'm Amberly Connors, the voice of Farina.
Nih,
and-
Lumin yang
oh,
kemarin
I am
baru
super
live stream
excited
Genshin
to be
ya.
on this special program
Di
today.
YouTube.
Travelers,
udah sih, malam
ini gua
langsung lanjut quest Arkon sih.
Anjir, ayolah.
And
Anjing.
as the story continues,
Kamu ini
how will this
kalian.
special god
Iya.
of Earth the Crisis
Aku Kazem.
unfold in the prophecy.
Ada kasar,
Yeah, I hope everyone's excited to see what happens
Gue ada
next.
Fonten.
I mean, I
Berarti
sure am.
doa aku
Arkon
bener ya.
Fonten.
Beneran tenggelam ya. Oke, makasih.
Kok kamu doain tenggelam sih? Maksud kamu apa, Mel?
Novel gugup.
Biar mudar si Furina ini.
Lah Furi ini gak bakal modar, Mas.
Enggak, maksudnya biar tobat.
Yes,
Oh, biar tobat.
sure, totally.
Jelek amat
Soalnya
anjir.
disembunyiin mulu,
So,
Cok. Saya kan
Let's dive
gemes.
into the major content that we have coming in version 4.2. In the intro, Farina said we need to make an appointment with Surintendant Cheval Moran. So, she's really busy as Fontaine's Archon, and she's a pretty big
Apa
celebrity at the
ya?
Opera House. So, the
Apa
special
ya?
program team gave me an
Sibuk.
Ya,
itinerary to
malas
follow,
aja
and
itu.
it appears to show all of Farina's recent plans.
Tapi masalah itu
Iya, Bang.
posenya si Furi di belakang tuh ayang anjir.
Ah iya.
Buka aja.
Actually, that sounds about right. Okay, the itinerary seems pretty packed, so let's take a look at the first item.
Mereka nggak duduk.
Oh, looks like Ray called
Mereka
it.
nggak duduk.
Wow.
Sedih banget.
Berdiri
Nggak
mereka.
duduk ya?
Dari kemarin berdiri ya, perasaan.
Attending trials at the Opera House.
Oh,
Iya,
emang
Bang.
berdiri.
Dari hari-hari sebelumnya, gua menyelam soalnya.
Fine.
Chapter 4. Act 5. Oh, Act 5.
Lanjut lagi. Ih, anjir,
lanjut lagi.
Yes.
Ini akan live stream
Act
ya.
5 berarti
Live streaming,
terakhir.
Mel. Live streaming
Aku
kamu.
akan live stream sih. Haha. Kemarin
Act
dari
5
itu
berarti
gemes.
terakhir.
Aku tuh gemes anjir.
My ideals have no stain. I must correct you. People here very no stain and I only lost and they can just come. They can judge even me. So pray no controversy.
Okay,
Apa
in
itu?
version 4.2, travelers will get to experience Act 5 of the
Udah
Fontaine
kesel gue.
Archon quest, Masquerade of the Guilty. We'll team up with Fontanian friends
Masquerade
and
of the
delve
Guilty.
deeper into
Well,
hurricane
aku tuh ngeliat-
elements and
aku tuh
face
ngeliat
the
belakangnya
itu
mirip
unfolding
ini anjir, apa
structure
namanya?
of prophecy.
Apa ya?
Travelers will gradually
Macem-macem lah
unveil
pokoknya
facts
pikirannya.
behind this crisis and encounter an evil that
Kamu
is
pernah lihat gak
lurking
meme
in
yang
swirling depths.
nih lihat belakangnya
Oh, jangan bilang itu. Tidak.
yang bohain
Right?
sekali
So,
gitu.
the prophecy in Fontaine is
Itu
on the
absurd
brink.
anjir sumpah.
And this is possibly the greatest crisis we've faced in our journey through Teyvat.
Definitely. In version 4.1, we learned about this
Lama.
precarious situation involving the rising primordial seawater. Neverlet barely arrived in time to hold back the seawater from engulfing the fortress of Meripede, but still, the water has
gimana
reached
cara? Oh, ya.
Poisson.
Luckily,
penukaran
the
kode.
crisis was averted by Navia's leadership of the Spina de Rosula.
Kode
Though
tidak valid
we
ya?
probably can't
Ah, kode
dismiss
dia valid,
the assistance
serius.
provided
Iya.
by the Knave either.
Iya.
Ini gue belum ketemu nih
Whatever
si
her end
Patu
goal
ini.
may be, it seems like she sincerely
nggak valid?
wants to save Fontaine
Wah.
from the prophecy.
Wah,
Karena gue belum ketemu.
There's only so much that we can say.
Tadi gue nggak SS lagi.
Travelers will have to go and
Nge-SS
play
kamu?
the version themselves to
Nggak
discover the
nge-SS aku.
clues,
Oh.
adventures, and stories to come. Yes, exactly.
Run.
So be sure to play
Gua ada nggak
through,
SS sih?
uncover hidden
Ada nggak
gems,
SS?
and witness this epic chapter of
Itu kan kode
Fontaine's
pertama
history
kan?
for
Ya kode
yourself
pertama.
when Act
Nah,
5
gua
of the
kirim
Archon Quest
SS-nya di
becomes available.
Sounds good.
So
Yep.
right?
di chat public lah dah.
Question: Have we forgotten a pretty important character who's been missing
Penukaran
from the
kode
Fortress of
berhasil, oke.
Merpede?
Yeah.
Apa, Mel?
Oh, you mean child?
Yeah.
Apa?
Where's
Penukaran
that?
kode
We
kan?
searched all over the fortress for his.
Ini bener.
Yup.
Nah, lu gua kira yang di link Twitch-nya, Cel.
Bukan.
Lagi ngapa terus itu?
Pencet.
It is what it is. But we saw Child appear at the end of the last
Betul.
version's Archon quest, so it probably won't be long until we see him again. Okay, good.
Okay.
But we really need to talk about
3 hari 18 jam.
She's confronted
3 hari?
because she's
Minggu depan.
confronted with a crisis
Apanya?
that's tough
Minggu
for
depan,
even one
Cak.
of the great elemental
3 hari
dragons.
ininya.
Of course,
Ininya apa
Traveler's
bannernya?
help,
3 hari
but
18 jam.
what choices will our Hydro Archon make
Iya.
in the face of the crisis?
Jadi kan hari Jumat streaming, ya kan?
Well,
Hari
just like the prophecy
Sabtu,
itself, all
Sabtu
will
atau
be
minggunya
revealed
itu
at the
pre-download.
free time. But
Rabunya
knowing Farina,
update.
perhaps she'll have made some preparations.
Pokoknya minggu atau Senin lah, gitu dah.
Oh, yeah.
No way.
Come on, guys. Have
No
some
way.
faith. Okay, to bolster everyone's confidence in Farina, let's learn a little more about this one-of-a-kind Archon. Why are you just standing there with your mouth gaping?
Purina.
You must be stunned and at a loss
Kesukaanmu,
for
Mel.
words.
Nggak ada.
Understandable. It is I, after all. Fontaine's most beloved star, Farina. I'm
Update.
on a very tight
that.
schedule, so you're
Gue
lucky to
ingetin
even
Abang
get an
Warnet.
appointment with me.
Gak.
Oh my gosh, I love her outfit. Yes. Oh, and her eyes, like each of them are different. She's got these little eyelashes and her hat. Oh,
You know,
it's amazing.
you'd expect for a Hydro Archon that she'd have the best drip.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes. Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, you know what? It seems like she's always
Amberly.
dressed like she's about to attend a performance. You know what I mean? Yes. That's Fontaine's biggest celebrity for you.
Aduh, aku pencet.
And speaking of drip, let's take a look at her combat abilities.
Wow.
Yay.
Combat abilities.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Favorit gue banget itu lagu. Gila dia nge-bow loh.
Bow.
Nge-bow apa ini apa sih? Hormat.
Let the
Oh.
world come
Enggak.
alive.
Itunya dia apa emang?
Apa
Catalyst kah?
Nah, pedang sword.
Whoa, that is
Suara.
so cool. Oh my gosh.
Udah
Oh
ada
my
belum sih?
gosh. I like the way
Yang pakai
Apa?
pedang?
kind of like bows.
Pedang
dramatic.
enggak dong kan
Very
Fenty
It's like all of
bow.
her moves
Fenty
are part of
bow,
her
Zhongli
Ih.
forum.
Really? Also, look at
Polam.
her elemental
Terus
presence.
si-
Her
Itu juga
presence really
polam.
fills the stage.
Tapi
Everyone else is
si
just
A
an extra.
ultinya pedang.
Wait,
Anggaplah
so
anggaplah
the
yang
creatures
utamanya.
that Farina
Ya.
summons, they look a
Tapi
lot like the
dia
Fondor
senjatanya
aberrants that we've encountered
polarm sih.
before.
Hmm.
There's a seahorse, a crab,
Nah, Hida
terus
katalis.
si
octopus, and
katalis.
they are all so
Nah,
cute.
dia pedang.
Yep.
Oh, I
Baru
love
pertama
it.
kali ya.
Me too.
Ya,
Oh
ya.
my gosh, no, the octopus is even wearing a hat! What a distinguished little gentleman!
Correction here, Sarah. They're a bit different from Fontamer aberrants. I
Okay.
would know. To my knowledge, these creatures are Farina's, quote, honored guests. They even help
Honored
manage
guests.
her daily affairs.
Yes, exactly. So, Farina often invites guests to her tea party, which is known as the Salon Solitaire. And those creatures are actually special guests of the Salon Solitaire.
Oh.
And
Amberly
she even gave each member a name.
yang suara
Oh my
IN
gosh.
Inggris.
Yes. So
Yeah.
you've
Amberly.
got the maid,
Amberly
Amberly
Connors.
Mademoiselle
Amberly
Crabaletta.
Connors. Kalau Japannya Minase Inori.
The crab, the one that's a crab.
Yeah,
I
it's a
assume.
good
Absolutely.
baca.
Okay, okay. Yes, and then you've got the housekeeper, Sir Intendant Cheval Moran.
Ah, there he is.
And the conférencier, Gentilhomme Usher.
Oh.
And that last one is a stickler for propriety. Oh, okay. So when Farina said to make an appointment with Surintendant Cheval Moran, this is who she was referring to?
Idol
Yes.
Indonesian.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I didn't know it was so cute.
Ya udah Mel, gacha aja Mel.
Exactly. Farina even makes some sweet bubbles in her idol animation.
Gacha aja Mel.
Oh
Lucu
my
kan?
gosh,
Kenapa?
That's adorable. Okay.
Kitanya
I'm
lucu.
everyone is just itching to know more about
Nah,
the
sekalian
skills
tuh
shown in
Dan
that clip.
baca
So,
arkot.
Amber, why don't you take it
Gak,
away?
aku
Tell us
maunya Nahida
everything.
all in.
Yes, you got it. Yay!
All in Nahida sama halnya dengan aku all in Prabowo.
Okay.
Mm.
She usually defaults to an Usia Arca alignment in combat. When in this state, her elemental skill invites the 3 members of the Salon Solitaire.
Anjir,
Oh,
bawa anak buah.
Tiga.
Iya, 3.
Keluar 3.
Iya, anak bawa anak
so
buah.
cute. And you know, these salon members will attack nearby opponents, prioritizing the target of the active character.
Lu mau mukul gue?
Ooh.
Mukul
Their
mereka
damage
dulu.
increases the more characters there are in the party over a
Tapi
certain
rada
HP
aneh ya.
amount.
Okay, I wasn't
Reverse
listening
elementalnya
to
ini
all
lah,
that, but at the
agak
very top,
gimana
you
gitu.
said that she usually defaults to an Usia Arca
Salon
alignment.
Solitaire.
So she has more than one alignment?
Yes, exactly.
Skill ya?
Farina's charged attack not only deals physical damage, but
Oh, dia
also
Usia.
allows her to switch between Usia and Numa Arca
And-
alignments.
Oh, usia
Wow.
penuh.
Based on what we just saw, it seems like her Arca alignment has an effect on her other
Bisa
skills
2
as
gitu
well.
apa ya?
Yes, sure does.
Oh, itu sarkat
Farina's
tek.
elemental skill changes depending on whether she is aligned with Usia or Numa. That's cool.
Waduh.
Super cool. After
Gantian
Farina uses
gitu.
her charged attack to switch to a Numa Arca alignment, her elemental skill summons the Singer of Many Waters to provide healing to nearby party members. Oh, nice.
Oh, buat
The summons created
ngehil.
by Farina's elemental skill will remain on the field for a period of time.
Apakah ini akan
even
mengalahkan
after
Kokomi?
Farina is switched out.
Kokomi?
Farina's elemental burst deals
Si
damage
ikan
to
cupang.
surrounding
Ikan cupang.
opponents. And when the party member's HP increases or decreases, Farina will accumulate fanfare points. That's my trumpet. Amazing. So, Farina
Jadi kalau
increases the
ada
damage
si
and
Farina,
the incoming healing
bisa
bonus
ke-heal
of
terus
nearby party members
si
based on
Beyblade.
the amount of fanfare she has.
Wow.
Dia
it
perannya
seems
apa?
like this
Healer?
fighting
Oh.
style really suits Farina's
Iya,
character.
healer,
It's very
healer.
showy and
Kayaknya.
unpredictable.
Arkon
Soalnya
healer.
itu
I can
ultimate-nya.
already see the
Nah, ya nambah,
fluctuations in my
nambah,
team's
nambah.
HP bar. That healing skill might come in handy.
Wah, ini sih Nupilat gak seneng sih.
And,
Ini Villa siapa? Si-
Hutau.
Bukan Hutau, satu lagi. Yang baru kemarin.
Apa, Wesley?
Iya, Waretesli kayaknya gak seneng dah. anjir. Bang Rio ini kayaknya gak bakal seneng anjir. Dia kan harus dia harus di bawah atau di atas sih?
Oh, and I
Lupa
almost
aku.
forgot. Whenever one
Tadi
of
Hutau yang
Farina's
gak seneng,
summons
anjir.
is on the field, Farina gains the ability to walk on water. Oh my god.
Bisa, anjir bisa loh.
Hey,
Jalan di atas
Bisa
air.
jalan di atas air.
Coy. Real
Six
coy.
between Arca.
Oh yeah.
No, dia jalan di air coy. Jadi Naruto
It does
di sana.
change, but, you know, such is the
Gangguan
Jadi
jiwa.
kayak Kokomi dia.
Kata aja.
Wah, beneran ngalahin
Gangguan jiwa
Kokomi
jadi
nih. Ngalahin
playable.
Kokomi.
Naruto.
Iya beneran ngalahin Kokomi ya.
Then
Ngalahin
be sure to
Kokom.
accompany her on her story quest,
Story
the Arimula
quest.
Kuraji chapter. Ah, amazing!
Ini story dia.
So next up, we have another old friend to introduce. She's now able to join the traveler's party with her trusty companion, Monsieur Verite. That's right.
Emang Kokomi bisa ini juga ya? Jalan di atas air.
Adorable.
So cute. We've
Charlotte,
known
cuy.
Charlotte for a while now.
Nahida
The
bintang
traveler
4.
met her during the Summoner Summit event, which took them on an adventure
Gila.
all over
Musuhnya
Tibet.
mau temenan sama
Yes,
dia
that's
gara-gara
right.
di foto itu.
Charlotte's hard-hitting spirit and determination to uncover the
Ya aku
truth
sih mau gacha
really
dia, cuman masalahnya di bintang 4 nih.
Gak
Susah
apa-apa.
gacha
During
dia
our
nih.
journey in Fontaine, didn't she treat the traveler to a magnificent meal?
Tapi kalau
in order
misalnya
to
red
get a
up ya,
scoop about ride
sama
sleep?
sendiri.
Though she didn't end up getting the
Nah,
invitation.
no, kayak aku red
But
red
I
of
don't think that
lost
will
deh,
deter
lost
her.
it.
She'll always be in search of the truth.
Ah,
The
dapat
world is her
novel,
treasure
aku belum
chest,
dapat
and only
apa-apa
her
lagi.
camera can determine its contents.
Gak apa-apa,
Truths
gak apa-apa
they
ngelos, yang
contain.
penting dapat Charlotte ya.
Speaking of her
Anjir.
camera, Monsieur Verite just so happens to be her greatest assistant and companion. They're friends. Charlotte's talent for photography is truly a marvel. No matter the subject or setting, her photos somehow always capture an unparalleled sense of artistry. The peerless Monsieur Verite turns her photos into eye-catching mementos. In fact, many Fontanians even cut the prints out of the newspaper and keep them as clippings.
Oh, that's so cool. And Monsieur Verite is so cute. He even has his own little hat and tie. I know.
Yeah.
Charlotte actually commissioned both of those items from Chiori. She even commissioned Monsieur Verite's accessories in several different styles to match different interview settings. Isn't that cute?
Wow, that is pretty thoughtful. I suppose that just shows how much Charlotte cherishes her own Monsieur Verite.
Yes, it really does. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at Charlotte's
Lagunya
character
lagu yang di
showcase,
dalam
shall we?
air anjir.
Yes.
Lagu favorit gue.
Keep your eyes peeled and your mind engaged. You'll find there's always a new story
Lah,
nearby just
lumamin.
waiting to be discovered.
Lumamin. Apa lumamin?
Tuh kan foto-foto coy.
Foto-foto cuy. Kameranya itu anjir bisa gak sih?
Say cheese.
Ini apa?
Dia kekuatan
Elemen
putih
apa,
guys.
Hydro?
Cryo.
Oke.
Kan dari awal event emang dia yang itunya cryo.
Wow,
Enggak,
amazing.
gua nggak lihat.
Yeah, she's
Oh, iya.
really like moving around. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, it's just what you'd expect of a reporter for the Steambird. Even her combat skills involve taking photos. Isn't that cool? Yeah, and
Makes
then, like,
sense.
what a lively character. Her combat moves, like I was saying, she's moving around. They're super dynamic.
Kok dia rada nggak siap buat next
Always
chapter
on the
ya?
move.
Who's on the march?
Apa
Exactly.
maksudnya
Charlotte is an
art
expert at
conquest
applying the
itu
skills
loh.
and talents that she's developed as a reporter to other areas of her life, and that includes combat. With her trusty companion, Monsieur Verite, she captures enemies from all angles, unleashing attacks while discovering and exposing their weaknesses.
Yes. Honestly, I would expect nothing less from one of Fontaine's most famous reporters. Who knew cameras could do that, though? I didn't know you could use them as a weapon. The more you know, I guess.
Okay, here's some cool stuff. Charlotte's elemental skill applies snappy silhouette to opponents caught within the viewfinder of her camera. During this effect's
Whoa.
duration, marked opponents will intermittently take damage. Holding Charlotte's elemental skill strengthens these effects and applies focused impression to opponents instead. Now her elemental burst creates a news flash field that continuously restores HP to party members within its range. Monsieur
Restore
Verite
HP.
is also going to join in
Ah,
and
gila.
intermittently attack opponents during the duration of the ability. As an experienced reporter, Charlotte is an expert at adapting her methods to match the needs of her
Tuh
target.
kan sama kayak
When paired with
Snahida anjir.
Fontaine characters, Charlotte receives a healing bonus. When paired with non-Fontaine characters, she
Framing
receives a
using point
cryo
composition.
damage bonus. Now that is not all. There is more. During the 4.2 special event, travelers can complete a quest to receive a special gadget called the Zoom Lens. Charlotte activates the
aku
Zoom
mau
Lens. It will
tuh.
Kenapa?
Aku mau
Kenapa?
bisa nge-zoom, bisa
Bisa
nge-zoom.
Oh my gosh, that's
When you hold her
amazing.
Jadi
elemental
kita bisa
skill,
foto
the
dari
gadget will cause
kameranya
you to
Charlotte
enter
sendiri.
Buset.
instead.
Oh,
Serius? Wih gila. Langsung sih all in sih, all in
harus
sih.
sih, harus.
All in sih, all in sih, all in sih.
Aduh, all in juga nih, full.
All in.
All
Ada
in,
end
all in Charlotte, all in Charlotte.
Oh yeah.
We are going
Charlotte
to
sih,
provide more
Charlotte.
information about the Zoom Lens and how to use it.
Charlotte,
Event.
All in kata gua mah.
So,
All in
Serena
Charlotte,
and
guys.
Charlotte will both be
Guys.
featured
Baizu, aduh.
Baizu.
Baizu.
Healer juga coy.
in the first half of version.
Sayang gua gak bakal
4.2,
pilih Baizu
we'll
sih.
have event wishes
Fase
showcasing
satu,
Farina
Farina,
and
Baizu.
Baiju. During this
Okay.
time, Charlotte
Baizu
will
di-
also
oh, di
receive
band.
a huge drop rate boost.
Huge boost.
New 5-star sword, Splendor of Tranquil Waters, will be featured in the weapon event banner. And
Aduh.
So
Pedangnya ini mah
Dia
ini
tuh SD atau apa ya?
Ini pedang Hirun,
in the
pedang Hiruna nih.
second
Ini
half
efek
Saino,
sound.
astagfirullah.
we'll have
Saino.
Saino sama Ayato. Anjir.
Udah,
Let's
mati
take a
lu,
look at what
Mati cuy yang ngincer tuh ini mah.
Tau gak sih? Pasti ada yang ngincer Ayato. Kenapa?
Kenapa?
Dia DPS Hydro juga.
Okay, well,
Aduh.
it says strange rumblings have been
Nah, bosnya tuh makan tuh bosnya mati lu Mel, mati lu Mel, mati lu Mel. Bosnya tuh.
Narwal.
Tuh yang ini loh.
Tuh,
si gede badan gitu.
well.
Well.
Hilang loh dia.
This well, I recognize this well.
Wait,
Lawannya pakai Hydro.
Isn't
Dia
this
cryo
the
atau
whale
gitu?
that the traveler saw in Child's vision at the end of the version 4.1
Dari Abyss ya?
podcast? Yep, it's the
Nggak
same
tahu.
one.
Kayak dari
After
Abyss
voyaging
dah.
away through the primordial sea, this
Ih, dari
otherworldly
Primordial
creature
Sea.
has
Nggak
at
sih
long last
ini
broken the seal
ini
and
ngingetin
descended
gue
upon
sama si
Fontaine.
ini si
Ooh,
Childe. Childe kan bilang
Childe
ke
nggak gini,
gue,
anjir.
It feels like it might even go straight through the screen.
Oh, I hope not. I get this
Anjir, lu
feeling
bayangin tuh
Ini
ngerjainnya
akan
gimana cuy sih udah
membuat
gitu.
pemain
Brute
ini
force our way
bikin
through, you know?
HP nge-lag coy.
Iya, cuy.
In the first phase, it will use its gigantic size to
Anjir.
target the traveler with massive AoE attacks from all
Tah.
directions.
Oke,
Lihat.
pakai
Definitely
Furina,
your friend at this
Nahida,
one.
Nebulet,
Ooh, boy.
Bais.
Buset.
Okay. So
Healer
there
gue,
also seems to be
aduh,
sort of the
healernya ini loh.
progress bar next to the boss's HP
Huge,
bar.
iya.
What's that for?
Kalau Charlotte kan nge-scan, kalau Nahida tuh CTRL-A katanya si Api.
Outsmart it instead. The creature
Ini
just
kan ini katanya
feels
namanya
like
ikan
energy
Martin
and is
cenah teh.
brimming with anger.
Kalau gue mainin kena lag
Although if you
anjing.
find a way to capitalize on that anger, perhaps
Uh-oh.
you'll also find its weaknesses.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Wait.
Lu.
Somebody
Anjir.
being eaten? Is it even
Uh-oh.
possible to survive something like that?
Lah, kita di dalamnya.
I guess here it is.
2 fase.
Ooh.
Oh,
This is an
lawan.
entirely
Oh,
different
Oh iya
weapon,
bener
seems like.
Abyss.
And there's a new
Sharing
enemy.
oh
Main
ini
with a
full
massive
formnya si Ciude nggak sih?
Oh,
Masa
these
sih?
summon creatures also look
Oh
very
iya, listrik
I
coy.
wonder what the deal is with all of
Berarti
this.
hyper belum dong?
Perhaps
Hyper belum.
defeating
Hyper belum
this
dong.
mysterious enemy within this space
Belum
will be the
dong.
key to
Nah, itu
defeating the
makanya di
whale.
bawah Nahida mah ini.
Travelers will need to experiment for
Ada mana
themselves.
Gue nggak ada healer lain
All
coy.
truths will be revealed in
Ribet
version
anjir harus bawa pneumia atau Osia cuy buat.
Wah.
Oh man, this
pusing.
boss
Bro,
looks
makan,
really,
silakan.
really
Wah,
tough.
siapa, anjir?
What happens if we for some reason can't defeat it?
Okay, this update actually helps with that problem. Starting from 4.2,
Okay.
an option will appear on the challenge failed screen to lower the difficulty of the boss if
Oh,
travelers are
bisa
Oh
lower
bisa
difficulty.
gitu sekarang.
Hopefully this provides a
Okay.
smoother gaming experience.
Kenapa
for
enggak dari
travelers
dulu
to enjoy.
fiturnya?
I love
Baru,
that.
baru,
Now we
Dan,
don't need
baru,
to worry
Dan,
about
baru.
Gua
getting
hantem
stuck
juga
on
yang di
the
developernya
basic
nih.
story. Totally.
Hey, that was a lot of information, wasn't it? Can we take a short little
Bisa
break
apa? Bisa
while we have a
gila.
look at the second redemption code, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh iya.
Random set kode. Gua ini. Terus lagi NTQP 2K PEJ PEJMU.
Gua SS aja dah. Malas.
Dan nih di chat public.
And Pak Jemu.
Ya baru mau kirim.
Dah,
Oh, apa kirim aja.
ambil.
Lu kirim screenshot
Kita
yang lebih clear. Yang lebih clear. Boom.
clear. Barudak well. Okay.
Hello, travelers. Welcome back to the version 4.2 special program.
Hello.
Hello. Yay! So, we've introduced new characters, new plot lines, and a new boss. But I hope you're still eager for new content, travelers, because
Let's
there's
move.
still more to
Tai lah.
come. Let's take a look at what other
Fun.
information we can learn from Furina's itinerary.
Gue kena like 68 sekarang.
Okay, aside from
Let's
move.
investigating crises, it seems like our Hydro Archon also goes on occasional excursions throughout Fontaine. Who knew she did all this work behind the scenes?
I certainly didn't.
Well, you know,
Gimana ya?
maybe she's just using
Menara
this
yang
excuse
nggak
to
bisa gue
step up
samperin.
for one of her tea
Oh.
parties.
Area baru ya?
And excuses. Typical.
Mampus lu Dan.
Hey, it
Aduh,
seems like the
tai
place
lah.
Ryan has chosen to visit this time
Tai lah.
features some peculiar landscapes.
Oh, yeah. It looks like Furina is in
Wow.
Arena's forest on the east side of Fontaine.
Wow.
And
Oh,
that's
pohonnya.
right behind the Opera
Keren, guys.
House.
What a cool
Ah,
place.
belakang Opera House.
Although, it does kind of look like it could be hiding some secrets.
Definitely. It wouldn't be a video
Secret?
game if there weren't
I want
secrets.
some
Oh, yeah.
Things are
Give me.
definitely not what they seem here. For example, strange things have been happening with the water veins around Loch Urania. As you can see, a strong windstorm has gathered around the vortex rising from the middle of the lake. It's almost like it's preventing certain things from getting closer and forcibly pushing other things away.
Oh,
And
jadi
take a
pas
look at this,
deketin
the
ada
foggy
efeknya.
forest path.
Maybe.
That fog is really thick. Yeah.
That's why they call it the foggy forest path. And what about this
Oh,
area?
foggy.
The
Oh,
weeping willow, the
different.
lake.
Ooh, it looks all withered and
And
spoopy.
the water doesn't look quite right. Like it's cloudy or something. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Exactly. It seems like Verena also realized something was off. It looks like she headed underwater to investigate. And what did she find? A number of
berenangnya kayak gitu kaki.
contaminated bacterial mats.
Ini beneran gitu juga ya? Aneh.
Speaking of,
Iya, dia kan
there are always new things to
apa
discover
itu
beneath
jatuh?
Fontaine's waters. In this update, we'll
Wow.
encounter a new type of Fontamer aberrant, the xenochromatic
Ini dari
octopus.
mana?
Travelers can
Serangan
evolve
baru,
its
tipe
abilities
yang
to
baru.
cleanse away the contamination clots and contamination cores from the bacterial mats. Pretty cool.
Ini bisa
In
dorong.
addition, with the help of a special device, travelers will be able to use this creature's abilities on the surface as well. They may be the key to solving certain puzzles
Wah,
or perhaps
keren
even powering
banget.
certain objects. But we'll leave that for you to discover.
Ooh.
To learn more about the
Keren
story
banget.
behind the new Arrhenius Forest region,
Banyak yang gua
be
nggak
sure to
tahu
check
masih
out the
di
version
Iya,
4.2
gimana
World
nih?
Quest
Tenang,
called
kamu ada teman,
Wild
ada aku,
Fairy of
ada aku, Ham.
Arrhenius.
Aku
On the
juga
other
nggak tahu
hand,
soalnya.
Melusines are involved.
Jadi kirain mau ngasih tahu lo.
Melusines.
Katanya ini kayaknya di bawah tanah deh. Iya gak sih?
Enggak.
Enggak, ini
To the
surface emang.
south of Arrhenius Forest,
Surface,
you'll
surface.
find the Mort
Surface.
region.
Kalau
There,
yang
a
tadi
singular
ada yang
tower stands tall above an island in the middle of the sea.
Soalnya langit-langitnya bukan langit cerahan, dia langit kayak di underworld gitu loh.
Ini towernya kayak towernya nih, coba di Storm Terror
Actually,
Sled.
it looks
Cuma
like
yang
that's the very next stop on
From
Verina's
there.
itinerary. So let's go check it out. Okay, I bet a bunch of travelers noticed this
Western
tower
Lost
since they've
Tower.
arrived in Fontaine. I'm so excited that we finally get to check it out.
Yes, same. Yeah, in version 4.2, the sealed ruin tower is the focus of a quest series called Search
Lo
in the
pikir gue
LGC.
ngerti. Ya.
I know.
Searching
And
like
after
elegance.
unlocking 4 seals along its perimeter, the tower and its long buried secrets will be unveiled to us.
Oh, amazing!
Okay.
Okay, it would feel great to finally demystify all the secrets churning under the seemingly calm waters.
Yes, I want answers. I also
Same.
we all want answers. I also heard this quest has something to do with the primordial sea. It seems like there's a
Primordial.
very important and
Oh.
very ancient story behind it all.
That is very right. New stories are always unfolding in Fontaine, whether above water or below. And this is not limited to the 2 new regions in this update. The prophesied earthquake woke up new life forms in other places.
Hydro tulpa.
Hydrotulpa.
Oh, destinies!
Destinies! In certain underwater cave, a new life form is waking up. It has
Human
greater
shape
and more
or
diverse
more.
powers of transformation while
Monster
in
form.
combat. So don't let your guard down, travelers.
Yes. And some places still seem to tell the stories of events long past, no matter how long
Tuh
they've
kayak
been
di
abandoned.
underworld
So in
gitu
this
loh,
update,
anjir.
Travelers can also look forward to the climax of the Narcissan Croix adventure questline that was introduced over the last 2 versions. And there
What?
might even be an unexpected surprise waiting at the end.
What? A surprise! I can't wait to see what it is.
Same.
All right, there's a lot to discover in the new areas of the map. But
Apa
Verina's
ini?
itinerary doesn't stop there.
Underworld ya kayaknya.
Oh, wait.
Underworld
It
deh.
looks like she's
Kayaknya loh.
arranged to spend some time with her
Underworld ya.
subjects.
Aw.
Farina is
Wow.
pretty personable.
Two
Who's to
Fontaine's
say?
Alley
She
is
might even make an
enjoying the
appearance at
fun with
events
my
taking
dear
place in
citizens.
Fontaine.
Speaking of, let's move on to the event portion.
Whoop, whoop. All right. The Fontaine Fishing
Yeah.
Association has recently posted a commission to investigate the
Yes,
use
let's
go,
of water
Permanent.
ants near
Aku butuh
Arrhenius
Permanent.
Island.
Dapat frame ya, hilah frame minute gue udah C berapa anjir.
I know.
Aku belum ada, Cok. Aku belum
Masa
ada.
sih? Gue udah berapa kali frame
belum
minute
ada,
anjir.
belum ada. Aku belum dapat,
Next
aku
to
belum
him
dapat.
must be one of his other
Susah
companions.
dapetnya, Cok.
But it doesn't look
Oh,
like
the
pear.
game.
Actually,
Akhirnya
its
the
name
bellku akan
is
berguna,
Felix.
guys.
The name comes from a Fontanian fairy
Bell
tale
gua
that
akan berguna.
describes a terrifying creature that lives underwater. Adults
Ice
have used
Edge.
the story to keep children away from the shore. As the story goes, children who play by the water are food for Thelxie to devour.
Ooh, yeah, for real. Well, children must be pretty afraid of that creature.
I know, right? It does seem a little unusual for Fremenade to give this little penguin a name like that. There must be some other reason.
Wait, Hey, does this event also have something to do with this clockwork penguin?
Absolutely. In this event, we'll be helping Fremine make some improvements to this little clockwork penguin. There will be a total of 3 main stages to the event. As for the first stage, we'll repair the penguin by fixing its circuits and reconnecting the motherboard. In return, the little guy will help us out on our journey.
Oh my god.
As our journey progresses, we'll collect colorful shells, corals, and other
Ada
items which can be used to
ini
equip
mah
our friend with
game
weapons
kayak
and
game
tools.
masang-masang
Which
pipa
brings
itu
us to
loh.
the second stage of the event,
Amogus.
using an echoing conch to search
Amogus.
underwater and find the items that we need for the penguin.
Pengu.
And, you know, what happens if we run into certain speed bumps on our adventure? You know, like monsters, puzzles, and all that jazz.
Well, it seems like the perfect opportunity for our little penguin buddy to shine.
Exactly. In the third stage of the event, the clockwork penguin will help us defeat monsters lurking around a specific domain and obtain
Oh my
any
God.
treasures that they may be guarding.
Primo.
Bisa trial karakter.
Trial karakter lagi.
Battle to help travelers
Ada
emerge
Nilo lagi. Wah, udah ini
victorious.
broken
Now,
nih.
as
Ada
for the story
Nahida
behind
sih,
these
gila
battles,
sih.
travelers will just have to find out for
Nilonya.
themselves.
Let's see.
Banner fase kedua belum
After
di-spill ya?
helping the penguin,
Udah tadi ya,
Apa?
udah.
next item on the
Udah.
itinerary
Saino tadi ya,
is
Saino nama ini ya.
Ya saya nama
Sama
ini
Ayato.
Ayaka.
Ayato, Ayaka.
Ayato, Ayaka boleh.
Oh, Mbak berharap banget Ayaka ya. Dani.
Bukan.
And speaking of
Si Didat lebar
fun,
itu.
guys, I think I recognize some familiar faces. Bongo Head, it's time to shine!
Yay! Travelers may notice some differences in this update's fungi event. Aside from taking place in Fontaine, the gameplay has also been optimized. Previously, we led the little fungi in battle against Mechanica.
Wah.
This time, we'll
Kayak
have the
biasa deh.
opportunity to challenge a whole host of powerful
Wow, Dani.
monsters.
Awesome.
Ini apa nih?
Travelers will be
Kayak
able to
dasar
command
apa?
a variety of fungi.
Ya itu
adjusting their
musuhnya yang
movement to
lawan
target
musuh
different
lain.
needs. And don't
Perang
forget
Ethereum.
to use
Iya, kayak perang
models
Ethereum.
gels to instruct the little fungi to unleash power.
Aduh, euy.
Yeah!
Awas.
Travelers will hopefully enjoy playing with the fungi more than ever.
Here's hoping. We
Untungnya masih saudaraan, coba kalau nggak saudaraan. Udah dihantem anjir.
While they hope to make the little fungi and some other events permanent so travelers can play at any time, the team feels that the current design doesn't adequately sustain long-term gameplay. So, they're going to continue iterating,
Jadi kita bisa
optimizing, and
kendalin
improving this event
bungkusnya,
while also
terus yang
working
satu
hard
bisa
to develop
otomatis.
interesting content that
Abis
is
itu kita
relevant
bisa
to the
tukeran
overall game.
eh,
Thanks,
mau ulang
devs.
modalnya mana.
Yeah, thanks!
All right. Okay, let's take a look at what else
Lil
Farina's itinerary
Ungi.
has in store.
Itu bukan Lil,
It's
Mas.
the Graph Adversarial Technology Experiment Log.
What?
I'm more than ready to fight some adversaries. Let me at 'em!
I wish I could,
Okay.
but it doesn't
Yes.
actually involve fighting. A researcher obsessed with graph adversarial technology has made great contributions to the study of counter-criminal image recognition. She believes that her research can help her achieve great success. But her scholarly responsibilities make it difficult for her to collect the field samples that she needs.
I'm guessing this is where the traveler comes in.
Okay, you're not wrong. But Pauline's request is actually pretty reasonable. To receive rewards, simply submit photographs of 5 different sample types that match the characteristic that's given on each day.
Sounds simple enough.
Wah,
You
ini
can also
HSR
exchange
Genshin
these
kok banyak
samples with your
foto-foto ya.
friends. You might be able to find useful references for the samples that you need to collect in the adventure archive.
Maklum masih
At the
saudaraan.
end of the quest, travelers will receive a special gift from Pauline.
Ooh.
Update-nya kayak
That's
orang
right.
kayak keren-keren semua, harus pengen balik. Ya udah balik aja.
Charlotte's character
Bisa
introduction.
zoom.
Bisa zoom.
How fun.
To use
Bisa
just a
zoom.
quick
Kamera
Pakai
biasa bukan?
kamera
zoom lens
biasa,
in your
iya.
inventory. The zoom lens
Lah.
can be attached to all cameras
Kayaknya beda
obtained
dikit
in-game
dah
up
itu.
to this point. When
Kayaknya
equipped with
kayak
other
kamera
characters,
tapi yang
the zoom
dikasih
lens won't
sama
be able
ini.
to be used in
Enggak, ini
combat.
kayaknya ini deh
But
buat
if
quest
you
doang
use
anjir,
it
bukan
to
buat
sharpen
yang aslinya.
your elemental skill, you'll be
Iya
able
nggak
to
sih?
snap
Aslinya
pics with
harusnya
zoom lens
bisa.
even while
Khusus
fighting.
quest doang
You
kayaknya.
can even use it in domains.
Wah, bisa, bisa,
Oh my
bisa
God,
ini.
awesome.
Bisa nyerang sambil ngezoom.
What?
Orang gila.
Bisa bikin bikin
If
sinematik
you
dong.
miss the chance to
Oh,
participate in
itu
the
tuh,
event,
Makanya
tuh,
dia
no need
tuh
to worry.
alatnya tuh,
Travelers
special
will still
analysis
be
zoom
able to
lens.
obtain the zoom
Oh,
lens
ada
after
ininya.
the
Dapetin
event
itu,
ends.
iya
Harus
dapetin.
dapetin itunya dulu, Mel. Enggak.
It
Kayak secara instan.
seems
Kalau
like
instan ya pakai
Farina has
Charlotte.
also learned of the existence of a
Misty
domain
Dungeon
shrouded
Realm of
in
Water.
mist. Travelers who master the ley line features and put
Update-nya
together
kok keren.
the strongest party.
Kok update-nya kok
will be
keren
able
semua.
to
Harus pengen
easily
balik.
beat
Silakan
their
balik.
opponents.
Primo
Now,
again,
less
guys.
experienced
Real
travelers like
karakter.
Real
myself
karakter
will
lagi.
be using trial characters and taking
Gila,
advantage of the buffs
real
brought
karakter
about by the
lagi,
ley
cuy.
line are also great ways to come out on top.
That's right. And travelers who are more
Out
confident
in
in
New
their
Village
combat
sih.
skills can choose to jump straight to the final challenge. Also, the Leyline Overflow event will return at the end of version 4.2. Now might be the perfect time to start building your parties. Hopefully, you're all excited for the fabulous events that version 4.2 has in store. But
Kayaknya nanti
there
aku
are
lawan
still
ini
more
nih.
surprises to
Lawan
share. Yay!
Oh,
I
let's get into
know.
them.
Well, before we get into them, let's take a quick
Halo,
break
Vendro.
to have a look at the final redemption code for today. See you in a bit.
Okay.
Oh, kode
Kode.
redemption.
Nih, ikuti.
Kode.
9T 96 KDNE 2 LVM. Itu guys di chat sama di chat publik sama di mana tuh namanya ini?
Udah gue kirim juga tuh screenshot.
Let's go. 50.000. Kan 50.000?
Kan 50.000.
50.000 murah.
Iya.
Apa? Kamu mikirnya apa? Primo.
Iya, 50.000 primo aku pikir.
Murah gila.
Ya kan berharap dikit gimana sih Mel? Astagfirullah.
Redemption not limited so fast.
Welcome back, travelers. Okay, I just took a look at Lady Farina's itinerary, and it seems
shit,
we've
aku lupa.
actually reached the end. Oh, I know. So we've submitted our appointment request to Surintendant Cheval Moran. While we're waiting to hear back, let's see what system optimizations we have for the upcoming version. Let's get into it.
Okay. So first up
Ilah
is the quick
TCG anjir.
feature for weekly bosses. New
Oh,
players or
TCG.
players who prefer to spend their time
Quick
exploring
start?
may get to unlock
Oh, lu
certain
bisa
weekly
lawan
bosses.
apa
And it's
nanti?
difficult to raise new characters when you
Ah, bisa
can't
lawan apa?
access the boss drops needed to
Dan
ascend to certain
lu
Apa?
bisa lawan
Totally.
Apep nanti.
In version
Apep?
4.2,
Duluan.
travelers who are at
Serius?
adventure rank 40 or
Lawan
above
Apep?
will have
Lawan
the option to
Apep?
quick challenge a weekly boss by navigating to the Trounce domain.
Quick
Oh,
challenge.
hell yeah.
Kan?
All weekly
Oh,
bosses will
hell
be
yeah.
available to
Apep.
challenge, except
Jeez.
Storm Terror and the Wolf of the North.
Nice. Yeah, now we don't have to wait to advance
Buat
the
apa
story
tuh?
before
Ya
we can
buat
level up a
ini,
new
buat
character's talents and
up karakter.
skills.
Exactly. Also, we're introducing
Itu
an update to
buat
Genius
buat
Invocation
ngeredeem kode.
TCG. In version
Ooh.
4.2, 3 new character cards and 5 new action cards will be added. There will also be an
TCG, anjir.
accelerate duel feature, which will provide a
Setting.
smoother gaming experience.
What?
Pretty cool
Oh,
stuff.
god
After the
damn,
version
okay.
4.2 update, deck sharing codes will also be available. Use
Oh,
them
tidak
to show off
main
your strongest
TCG.
deck or take inspiration from
main.
other travelers.
That's
Aku
cool.
tidak.
Awesome.
Oh enggak,
And
soalnya nggak dapat
increase
primo.
the number of
Soalnya.
card combinations
Dapet
just
anjir,
keeps
gundul nggak
increasing.
dapet.
Nggak dapet.
The number of
Dari
decks
mana
the
kamu
player
infonya?
can save has been increased from
Dapet
10 to
anjir.
20.
Kagak ada.
Doubled.
Double!
Gue
And
dapet
in
kok. Ya udah
addition,
nggak mau.
both the
Double.
maximum number of starting slots and the number of slots unlocked at each player level upgrade have been increased from 2 to 4.
Double again.
Double,
Nice.
double!
Double
The,
again.
the developers have also made a number of optimizations to the
Yes,
Genius
yeah.
Invocation TCG
Apa nih ya
interface.
TCG?
Heated battle mode and the
Yeah,
Forge
yeah.
Realms Temper Endless Swarm will also return in version 4.2.
Ooh. And
Kita
in
kaum nggak
addition to the
mainin
updates
anjir.
made to Genius Invocation TCG,
Oke, aku cabut
returning
dulu guys,
travelers
bye-bye.
will enjoy ample login rewards and exploration guidance courtesy of the Genshin Impact Project team.
Exploration
May
reward.
those returning to
Hah?
that have a happy reunion.
Itu
Exploration?
exploration reward.
Yeah.
Unclaimed.
Plus, a new story key privilege has also been added so that returning travelers can enjoy new story quests and
Stellar
hangout
Reunion.
events.
Oh ini
Woo,
itu
woo.
ber-
Amazing.
Kayaknya-
Oh, jadi bukan
Live
dari
notification
J
drops
lagi
have
ya?
also been optimized. Notifications that have already been cleared will no longer reappear when logging in on a different platform.
Yo.
Quest optimizations will also be available in version 4.2.
Ah
The
nice.
first one pertains to unlocking story quests. Travelers will now get to choose whether to accept a story quest after unlocking
Oh,
it.
sekarang kayak gitu
Nice.
bentukannya.
And
Oke.
hopefully, travelers won't be overwhelmed by a sudden influx of quests anymore.
Astagfirullah, story
The
quest
update
banyak
has
banget.
also made notifications about prerequisite quests
Siapa
and
tuh?
making
Siapa
it easier
tuh?
for players to proceed to certain
Few
content.
details. Nah, kayak gitu kayak
Okay, great. Oh, and
kayak
it
gitu
seems
kayak
like
jadi
that's
tahu
all
itu
we
yang
have for the
mana,
latest version
quest yang
update.
mana, quest
I
yang
guess
mana
that
jadi
means
tahu.
it's time for the 4.2 special program to come to a close.
Oh,
I
Aw.
well, there's so much
Aw.
exciting stuff happening, and I know personally, aside from all the intrigue around the story and characters, I'm personally very jazzed for the Fun Guy event.
Yes, how can you not be?
Fun
They're
Guy.
gonna keep on adding so much cool
Fun
stuff to
Guy.
this game. For me, I love the idea of the combat camera.
Fun
But
Guy shield ya.
for me and Monsieur Novelette, we are here for
Spirit
the
of the
musings.
guild.
Well, this has been so much fun with both of you. I'm really grateful we
Ah,
could all be
gerakannya
here
kaku
today
banget.
together. And honestly,
Tidak ada
I'm just
kayak
really
animasi
glad that
kayak
we're gonna
gerak
get to see how
apa
all
gitu
these
kan.
mysteries
Apanya?
Kayak tato
unfold.
tangannya udah
And
posisinya udah di sini
maybe,
tek
I don't
gini.
know,
Kayak
maybe
gambar.
it'll have a nice ending in
Ini kayaknya
4.2. We'll have to
4.4 atau
see.
4.5
But
baru
that's it
ada
for the version 4.2 special
leaknya si
program.
ini deh.
Thank you so much, everybody,
Apa
and
yang
see you all in game.
apa
Bye.
regionnya
Ya, kelar. Apa itu?
Itu dulu. Dear traveler, your audience with the God of Justice region of many wars and the most popular celebrity in all of Fontaine, Lady Verena has been granted. The appointment time is November 8.
Oh,
2023.
8 November.
Please
Kenapa?
make sure to come on time as Lady Verena will be awaiting your
Oh,
arrival.
8 November.
8 November.
Update 8.
8 November.
8 November.
8 November berarti Rabu.
Rabu, iya bener Rabu.
Berarti
Ya kan?
bener hari Senin.
Jadi hari Sabtu atau Minggunya itu kita pra-download, hari Rabunya update.
Yeah.
Ah, iseng-iseng gacha si Rio dulu deh.
Iya, tapi kecewa sih anjir apa namanya? Bukan Nahida maksud duanya.
Belum dan
Belum ya? Belum ya?
Belum.
Jadi gimana guys? Apa namanya redeem code-nya gacor parah kan?
Gacor. Belum nanti
Karena-
itunya.
Tuh gimana ya?
Pesan baru.
Jadi
Ya,
gimana?
itu tadi kamu redeem.
Sekarang kita mau ngapain?
Gua coba tak lanjutin ini tuh quest Arkon.
Quest Arkon. Ya udah kita bakal lanjutin
Ya,
Quest Arkon nanti setelah streaming ini kita berhentiin dulu.
Lah lu juga.
Iyalah, kemarin kayak Zem cuy, kapan lagi?
Kasem.
Aku kan udah itu quest yang kayak Zem. Lu kan belum selesai kan quest dunia udah kelarin belum? Quest dunianya udah kelarin belum yang kayak Zem itu?
Belum.
Nah itu harus dikerjain dulu. Kalau misalnya dikerjain lu bisa akses itu. Soalnya gak tau ya, kayaknya bakal ada hubungannya dengan adik kakak deh. Gue belum tahu sih.
Pokoknya kalau di Shazam itu ada hubungan adik kakak. Pertama, kedua lu bisa ketemu Yelan, Ito,
Dan
Kuki,
lainnya gitu. Tapi
Delel, Xiao.
Up.
Oke, intinya begitu.
Malah di spoil semua.
Cuman nge-spoil karakter, ceritanya tidak. Tenang, ceritanya nggak ku spoil, aman.
Enggak peduli.
Titit.
ya awas sih kamu ya. Apa ini anjir? Oh, aku di DM sama Pom Pom sih. Ya udahlah kita ke Huncaster dulu buat